So I just wanted to do a really quick review of my Segway G65 scooter seat. It also fits on the Segway Max 2, and there's a couple of things that I think are really important that I need to cover. And one of them is a bit of a surprise actually. I thought adding a little bit of extra weight to the scooter would actually reduce the battery capacity, but I was actually incorrect. When you're sitting down, what you're actually doing is changing the way the wind interacts with your body. When you're standing in the center, upright, you're actually catching a lot of wind. There's massive amounts of wind resistance. You're basically like a human sail. In other words, I suppose an air brake. And that actually plays a massive role on the battery performance. So when you're sitting down, your body is here, opposed to up here. So there's way less drag. And to give you an idea about just how much that benefits the battery, on say an hour and a half, an hour and 45-minute ride, I can save get it easily anywhere between 8 to 12% extra battery. And that's actually pretty good when you consider if you're doing long haul trips, depending on how much time you're going to spend in your D mode, so that's 20 k's an hour, or S mode in 25 k's an hour. So knowing that I can get extra battery life, I can now choose to A, spend more time in sports mode, or B, spend more time going greater distances with confidence that I'm not going to run out of charge. And that is a massive benefit to having a scooter seat. So if you want some extra charge, I strongly advise considering getting a seat because you're creating far less drag. Talking about the seat is, well, just look at the size of it. It is massive. It is cushy. It's probably one of the most comfy seats I've ever experienced. So yeah, if you're worried about how comfy it is insanely comfy. Also, sitting down on the scooter on long trips, like I'll go 25 k's each day to work, charge it up, and then come back 25 k's. And I'll do that every day now, whereas before I couldn't do it because standing up for that degree of time took a massive toll on my legs. I'm not as young as I used to be. I'm not super old, but yeah, I couldn't do that every single day. It just took it out of me. But I've got that option now. If I want to go every single day to and from work, or maybe to go to work on the train on the way there, come back via the scooter on the way back, I've got that option and I can do that every day of the week if I wanted to, because I'm not putting that pressure on my legs and on my body. So it is fantastic. It really is. I want to also talk about this. There is a bit something you need to be aware of should you get this seat. As you are putting all that extra weight on the back of the suspension, see, all the weight is now situated back here, whereas before it was situated here. So if you take a turn, for example, and you needed to slow right down to stop yourself from the back end sliding out, you need to now do that turn slower because there's far more weight justified on the back of the suspension. Same thing goes when you're in the rain. If you slow down in the rain, you must slow down even more now because again, the weight is on the back of the suspension. And also bumps as well. This thing will absorb some bumps, but those bumps where you slowed right down, again, you slow down even more because you will feel that shock wave because it really is working the suspension. So do be aware of that. So slow down even more where you'd normally slow down. And that's very important because I don't know how much of a toll it is taking on my suspension, but it seems to be holding up just fine. So they're the couple of things I just wanted to talk about in this very, very quick review. The assembly of it is pretty easy. Just follow the instructions, but be aware that I'll just flip this over so you can have a look. There's a couple of clasps, and I'll just show you what I mean. These clasps down here, when you're linking those in, it wouldn't hurt to have a spare pair of hands because yeah, 2 hands often isn't enough. You do need 4, just to give you that little bit of help so that you can latch the clasp them in while also keeping it in the right position. And it is a little fiddly, but if I can do it, so can everybody else, because I'm not the most technical minded of human beings. But all in all, I bloody love it. If you're thinking about getting a seat and you need that extra battery life, or you want to take the pressure off your legs, by all means, I bloody love it. And I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. But yeah, extra battery life. You can't go past that.